going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You know who it is by now,
Jimothy.
Now with that short introduction, I'm sure you know what deck I am going to be profiling for today. Now this comes with a warning. This deck is actually still in progress, so there are a few cards that are missing. However, as always, feel free to get at me in the comment section below on possible cards that I could include in this list. So without wasting any more of your time, ladies and gents, let's get straight into the profile. So we're looking at Subterrors, and what would any Subterror deck be without Subterror Guru? It's the heart and soul of the deck. If you've got a face-up Subterror card, you can have a quick effect to Book of Moon one of your opponent's cards, which is really good. You want this guy on field as early as possible. Like I said, heart and soul of the deck. Yes, I'd only have the one OT, but it is how it is, ladies and gents. So triple Subterror Guru. Next up, we are also running triple Subterror Fiendess. This card is absolutely fantastic. So if you've got a face-up Subterror Guru or any Subterror card on the field and your opponent activates a card or effect, you can actually flip that Subterror monster face down and pitch this to the graveyard to negate. And this negates everything: spells, traps, monster effects. Is absolutely fantastic. And with Subterror Cave Clash, which I'll come to in a moment, you can actually recycle some of these resources back into your hand. So fantastic card, ladies and gents, Subterror Fiendess. Next up, we are running Subterror Nemesis Archer. Now the reason I've actually got two in here, ladies and gents, I probably wouldn't play it at two, but I'm waiting on my Subterror Umistrix. So the second Subterror Nemesis Archer is basically a placeholder for Umistrix. But basically what she does is, if she attacks into a face down opponent's monster, you can actually shuffle that monster back into the deck. So it's basically non-targeting removal for cards that can be flipped face down through Subterror Guru's effect. But yeah, like I said, I'm running two, but I'm realistically running one because the second one is supposed to be a Umistrix, but again, it hasn't arrived, mainly due to the coronavirus situation. So yeah, moving on, I am actually messing about with Subterror Behemoth Dragonsary and Subterror Behemoth Speleogeist. Now Speleogeist is probably the better one of the two. So Dragonsary, what he does is basically, if upon flip summon, it allows your Subterror monsters effects or cards to not be negated, and that's upon flip. And you can once per turn flip this face down. As with this one, you can once per turn flip this face down. But what happens with this card is, when it's flipped face up, it flips up or puts into attack position one of your opponent's monsters and makes his attack and defense 0. So really powerful card. Allows you to basically swing over a majority of your opponent's monsters, basically. So really powerful card. Again, once Subterror Umistrix comes, I will be able to like mess about with the ratios. This is just basically a placeholder for now. It's not actually, this one is not actually that good, but I do find some usage in Behemoth Speleogeist. So yeah, or Speleogeist, however you want to pronounce it. Next up, for the hand traps, we are running two Ash Blossom. Kind of goes without saying, it's Ash Blossom. We are also running two Ghost Ogre. Love Ghost Ogre. Again, it doesn't negate, but it does remove a threat if it can be destroyed by card effect. So double Ghost Ogre. And probably one of the best cards in the format right now in terms of hand traps is double DD Crow. Now the reason I'm running 2 and 2 and 2 is because I don't want to see multiples of one of the hand traps. I want to see a variety of them. So by running a ratio of 2 and 2 and 2, it will allow me to just see one or two hand traps that are different in my opening hand or in a hand, in any given hand. So yeah, that's my theory behind it, basically. Next, we are onto the spells. We are running 1 Hidden City, 2 Hidden City, 3 Hidden City, and 4 Hidden City. Now these cards are actually fantastic. So obviously Terraforming is just to get into my Hidden City a lot quicker, but this card is powerful in the effect that it can flip your Subterror monster face down or face up, and it can negate an attack from your opponent's monster, whilst also getting off Guru's effect to be able to search a Subterror card from your deck to your hand upon his flip summon. So you basically can, if you've got this in your hand with Guru, you can set Guru, activate this card's effect, flip Guru face up, search your Subterror Fiendus, and then you've got an instant negate on the board, as well as getting any other Subterror cards, obviously once it's flipped face up or face down, which would potentially be Subterror Final Battle, which I'll come to in a moment. So definitely a 3 of, in my opinion, because it will get the Cosmic Cyclone. People know what Subterror do. It's good just to have the other 3, and you kind of like, your deck kind of revolves around having this on field basically, so you do want to see it. Once Pot of Extravagance comes out in Toon Chaos, ladies and gents, that is something that I'm going to be putting into this deck, because like I said, you don't really go into your extra deck that much. But anyway, carrying on, we are running 1 Subterror Cave Clash. This is fantastic, mainly because it counts as a face-up Subterror card, so it allows Guru to have the Book of Moon quick effect. Also, it gives all of your Subterror monsters 500 attack for each set card, which is really, really powerful. You can get to some enormous sizes, like I'm talking about one-shotting your opponent with Speleogeist. So definitely 1 Subterror Cave Clash, just to fulfill the requirements of Subterror Guru. We are running a Pot of Duality. You could potentially run more of this, but I do think once Pot of Extravagance is live, I'm going to take this out of the deck. It's not like we special summon that many times in a turn, but I probably value Pot of Extravagance a lot more than I do Pot of Duality. But nevertheless, it's useful for now. And then we are running triple Call by the Grave. We don't combo off a lot, however, we do need to make sure that our Guru search goes through. So we need to kind of seize Call by the Grave to enable that search to go through, because like I said, once you get Guru on field along with Subterror Final Battle or even the field spell, you can start popping off basically. So Call by the Grave just ensures that this happens. This deck is unaffected by Nibiru, because typically you don't summon 5 times, so yeah. Next up, the second heart and soul of the deck, Subterror Final Battle. This thing is just absolutely crazy. It has 4 effects, and it's not hard once per turn. So if you've got 2 of them on field, you can get off 2 different effects. So basically what it allows you to do is flip a face down monster face up, flip a face up monster face down. It allows you to increase the attack and defense of any of your Subterror monsters, so you can get Guru to some ridiculous attack points. And it also allows you to allows your opponent not to be able to negate any of your Subterror effects. So 4 fantastic effects for this archetype in 1 card. And what the great thing about it is, once it's activated, you flip it face back down. So on the following turn, it can be used again. So this definitely draws a lot of attention. Be aware, Cosmic Cyclone. So definitely a 3 of, in my opinion. You want to get into it. It kind of helps and synergizes with Guru. So yeah. Next up, because we are running a few traps, this is a control deck, ladies and gents, so you are going to be seeing a few traps. We are running There Can Be Only One. This card is fantastic. You can play around with this a lot. So you can have 4 set monsters on the field, and you can basically flip them up, flip them down, just to your liking. And it means you can always have 1 monster on the field, which meets the condition of There Can Be Only One, which is really, really powerful. And obviously it's a bit of a stun and a bit of a lockout or soft lock for your opponent basically. So definitely triple There Can Be Only One. Next up, we are running double Crackdown. Absolutely love this card. Flip this card face up, take 1 of your opponent's monsters. As simple as that, ladies and gents. It's a nice disruption tool, especially when there's a powerful monster on field. So yeah, definitely double Crackdown. Next, we have got a Solemn Brigade in the form of Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning, and Solemn Strike. I might mess about with these ratios when the rest of my cards arrive, but at the moment it's been working out for me. The Judgment's always live, obviously, but you do need to be careful with Warning and Solemn Strike. However, it's not that much of an issue, because in this deck specifically, you don't use that many life points for anything else. So having these in hand is not actually a problem. So yeah, that's the Solemn Brigade. Also, for some utility, we are running 1 Waking the Dragon, 1 Heavy Storm Duster, and 1 Typhoon. This is just for Mystic Mine, or if my opponent decides to put in Imperial Order on the field, just to get rid of it basically. I might actually play around the ratios of these. I might run 2 Storm Dusters or maybe another Typhoon. I'm not too sure. I haven't really had chance to test it effectively, but Waking the Dragon is a nice little tech, especially with Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon in our extra deck. Okay, and talking about the extra deck, at the moment we only have 2 monsters. Like I said, ladies and gents, we are waiting on quite a few monsters, and the mail is just absolutely ridiculous. It's taking up to 2 weeks just to receive cards, so ordering and receiving has just been a problem. But anyway, we are running 1 Subterror Behemoth Fiendess and 1 Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. This is obviously the Awaken the Dragon target. Subterror Behemoth Fiendess, I've literally just put it in there and never ever go into it. I don't really want to face up card on the field, so yeah, it's not actually essential for the strategy. But Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon, it is a nice little tech to put in the deck. You can actually just beat down your opponent with this, along with all the spells and traps that you play, and just being able to do that is really, really powerful. So yes, ladies and gents, that is my Subterror deck. Like I said, it is a deck in progress. It does need a few additions. I am waiting on mail, and once the rest of my cards arrive, I will be profiling it again. But are there any inclusions that you think should be in this deck? If so, please get at me in the comment section below. And as always, we have arrived at the end of another video. If you did like this content, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I will definitely see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.